What really happened to Kenneka Jenkins? Kenneka Jenkins was born in Chicago on May 27, 1998, to Teresa Martin. Growing up, Kenneka had a beautiful smile, and she was very smart and responsible. She had a good relationship with her mother. Her favorite color was purple. At the age of 19, Kenneka was 5'5" and 159 pounds. In September 2017, Kenneka's mother had just had breast surgery due to cancer, and Kenneka was acting as a caregiver. On September 8th, Kenneka had told her mother she was going to go out with some friends. She told her that they would be going bowling and then to a movie to celebrate her getting her job at a nursing home. Kenneka borrowed her mother's car and left the house around 11 p.m. Kenneka and her friends did not go bowling or to a movie that night. They instead went to a party on the 9th floor of the Crown Plaza, Chicago O'Hare Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois. Security footage shows the group entering from a side entrance around 1 a.m. The friends shared live videos on Snapchat and Facebook during the party, but it was clear the girls were not happy at the party. Males at the party would aggressively flirt with the girls even after they told them to back off. At 1:30 a.m., Kenneka sent a text to her sister, the last her family would ever hear from her. Around 3 a.m., the girls decided to leave the party. In the hotel lobby, Kenneka realized that she had left her belongings, car keys, and cell phone back in the room. Some sources claim the girls left her alone in the hotel lobby, while others say they had left her in the hallway on the 9th floor by the elevator. It's up to you guys to decipher what you believe. Wherever they left her, all three of her friends went to retrieve Kenneka's belongings from the party and left her alone. They were gone for about 10 to 20 minutes. When the group returned to where they had left Kenneka, she was gone. The friends searched the hotel trying to find Kenneka but had no luck. Between 4 and 4:30 a.m., they decided to call her mom, Teresa, to let her know they couldn't find her. They asked if Kenneka had maybe gone home without them. When they realized she hadn't gone home, they drove to pick up Teresa. Then mind you, they have her vehicle, okay? They have Teresa's car. Kenneka drove her mom's car. So they went to give Teresa her car and go back to the hotel to search for Kenneka. Teresa felt Kenneka's friends were hiding something, but couldn't tell what. She could also tell they had been drinking and possibly were high. She asked if her daughter had been drinking. They told her she had one drink. And you could tell by the video, a lot of that is not true. Kenneka's mother said she couldn't handle alcohol very well and that one drink would be too much for her. She asked the front desk for help, but they refused. She asked to see the security footage or for their security officer to look at the security footage to figure out where her daughter had gone, but they told her only the police could look at the tapes. At 7:15 a.m., Teresa called 911 about her missing daughter. The dispatcher told her that her friends could be lying and that Kenneka was probably just passed out drunk in a random hotel room. He told Teresa to go home and relax and wait a few more hours for Kenneka to show up. I don't know what dispatcher tells a mom those things. And that is totally incorrect, disrespectful, and not how you do your job. The next day, Kenneka was officially reported as missing and the police began their investigation. The investigation began around 1:15 p.m. the next day, on September the 9th. Hotel staff claimed they looked at the security footage and didn't see anything. Police searched the hotel and surrounding areas but came up with nothing. It wasn't until around 10 p.m. when an officer decided to look back through the security tapes that he discovered Kenneka stumbling around the hallways of the hotel lobby around 3:20 a.m. She appeared to be extremely intoxicated. She was running into walls and looked confused. After this, the police sent out a second search team to look for her and follow her last known steps. Kenneka had gotten into an elevator and taken it down to the lower level of the hotel where she stumbled out and down the hallway. The tape showed her walking upstairs and into another hallway. At one point, walking into the men's bathroom. She eventually found her way to a kitchen that was under renovation and not being used. The last known footage shows her walking through this kitchen back towards a double freezer. This freezer had a cooler in the front with a second door leading to the freezer areas. The video does not show her walking into the freezer, but it's speculated she opened the door, walked in, and couldn't find her way out again. While this kitchen was under renovation and not in use, the freezer was still on and running because it was being used as an extra storage for food for an upcoming new restaurant in the hotel. It was about 34 degrees Fahrenheit. The lights were not on and it was in total darkness. Kenneka was found dead around 1 a.m. on September 10th, inside the freezer unit. She was found lying on the floor, hair messy, and with one shoe off. She had been wearing ripped jeans, a crop top jean jacket, and a white bra. She was frozen solid, as the police described her. Air quote. The police said they did not suspect foul play. Of course. The first autopsy came back saying their investigation was inconclusive. However, later autopsy reports say she died from hypothermia. She had some scratchings and wounds on her foot and ankle that were exposed from not having a shoe on. But other than that, no wounds or markings were found. I disagree with that because seeing her face looked like she had some bruising on her face as well. I don't know how they missed that. But no signs of struggle or a fight were found. Her toxicology report came back showing a blood alcohol level of 0.112, making her legally drunk. All alcohol in her blood would have hastened the hypothermia. She also had a prescription drug in her system that her mother said was not prescribed to Kenneka, and it was a drug called topiramate, a drug used for epilepsy or to help prevent migraines. It can also be used to help lose weight and control muscle spasms. Kenneka Jenkins' death was officially ruled an accident. Her mother and her friends later said they believe otherwise. I agree as well. They believe that foul play was involved, and so do I. While there are countless theories and speculations about Kenneka's death, I can say that there was foul play from what I observed from the photos and that this was a crime. What really happened to Kenneka Jenkins? Who, what, when, why, and where? Will we ever find out what really happened to her? What we do know is what it looked like on the photographs that there was foul play. Who did it? We don't know. Why they did it? We don't know. But there are a couple of theories onto why and what happened. One of the popular theories is that her friends had something to do with her death. People say that her friends sold her to be assaulted and killed, okay, by someone or multiple people at the party, and then placed in the freezer. But the security tapes show she was not killed somewhere else before entering the freezer. And if that is so, then they edit that out. And also, by viewing the tapes, it shows that the tapes were edited. The times, the frames, everything is edited. Okay? So, that is possible that they edit out the murder if it was seen on the camera. Furthermore, the autopsy showed no evidence of sexual assault. Her friends looked for her for an hour and a half before calling her mother and continued to help look for her after. Like I said, if there's a huge cover-up, the person doing the autopsy would be involved as well, because you would have the police, detectives, and then you also would add in the coroner who doing the autopsy. So if there is a huge cover-up, the autopsy is going to be deceived. It's not going to be accurate. And I'm just throwing that out there. If the people believe that there's a cover-up, then they would be covering up from the hotel, from the police, from the detectives, on down to the person doing the autopsy. Others speculate that the hotel has something to do with her death and that her placement in the freezer is a cover-up. Some people believe she was lured into the freezer by someone working at the hotel and locked in. Some say she was killed off camera, put in a black garbage bag, and dumped in the freezer to make it look like she stumbled into the freezer on her own. People find it suspicious that they took out trash so late at night. But they say that this was a 24-hour service hotel. People say that the hotel might have a motive to cover up whatever happened to her because the party being held at the hotel was purchased using stolen credit cards, and that there was underage drinking and illegal drugs being used there. The hotel knew about the party as they had a noise complaint but did nothing to stop it. A lot of people think the hotel was trying to hide the truth about Kenneka's death so they wouldn't get in trouble for having an illegal party at their hotel. Another theory claims that the video evidence was tampered with and someone was following her the whole time she was stumbling around the hotel. They claim an employee edited out the person following her to cover up what happened to her. And they said that the reason the hotel refused to show the tapes to her was that they was busy editing them so that the hotel would not get bad publicity from having a murder happen on the premises. While it is probably true that the hotel didn't want bad publicity, I find it hard to believe someone will go through and edit out a person in each and every camera shot of Kenneka. I do believe there was a cover-up. Let me say that. I believe that the hotel covered up. I believe the hotel saw what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. I believe the hotel, the person that murdered Kenneka Jenkins, in my opinion, was at that hotel, and the hotel covered it up because they did not want bad publicity. I don't know the reason of the person who murdered her or why, but I do believe that this was a cover-up, that she did not walk into that freezer on her own and didn't know how to get out. When they showed that it was a button just to push to get out, for her to have walked in there, someone had to have locked her in there, making that foul play. That's foul play. You locking someone in the freezer that's on, that's foul play. So every way you look at it, there is no accident. If she accidentally walked into the freezer, she could have walked out. If she accidentally walked in the freezer and was locked in, you murdered her. Unless you did not know she was in there. But what would you be doing down there, locking the freezer? And did not know someone was in there. See, so either way you look at it, there is foul play, which makes this a crime in my eyes. Okay? And besides, she looked confused while stumbling around. So she doesn't appear to be following anybody or trying to evade anybody. But like I said, we cannot go by that footage because it was altered, horribly altered. In 2018, the family filed a $50 million lawsuit against Crown Plaza Hotel for Kenneka's death. The suit claims that the hotel was negligent for not properly securing the renovated freezer area and locking it off from the public. I do agree. It also blames the hotel for not doing anything to stop her in the party that had at least 30 people in the room designed for 4 occupants. I do agree about that, because if you would have shut that party down, Kenneka would have went home. She would have went home. She would have been here today. There had been a noise complaint about the room, and the staff still did nothing about it. The lawsuit also goes on to say that staff members were negligent in not allowing Teresa to view the security footage to help find her daughter, or having a security officer look at the tapes for her. I do agree. Like, if something happens, if I can't, someone please look at the footage. Y'all was negligent for not helping. And this was prejudged. People judge, even the dispatcher. A lot of people misjudge. Oh, she just drunk somewhere. Oh, she just this, she just that, she just young. Nobody took it seriously. Everyone downplayed it, which lacked and took longer for anybody to take it serious to find her when she could have been found sooner. And Teresa said if the staff had helped her when she asked for it, they could have found Kenneka sooner. And that's just the truth. This your girl Queen Talks Crime. And I'm out. Comment below, tell me what you think. What really happened to Kenneka Jenkins?